Ballet has always been renowned for its elegance and grace, but such beauty is only achieved through hard work, dedication and inevitable sacrifice. I speak to Amelia, a Bulgarian ballet dancer now living in Scotland, and Leslie, who was once enrolled with the Royal Ballet, to find out what drives them to persevere with such a physically demanding art form.
Like all dancing, when you go to training, you forget about everything else, and this environment relieves you of stresses that you have in everyday life.
Ballet is actually really good for any girl because it gives you a really good posture, and it helps to build up any of your muscles in your body, and it tones them up quite nicely.
Although there are positive aspects to practicing ballet, research done by movement therapist and ex-ballet dancer Valerie Batt argues that there are underlying physical issues which counteract the enjoyable features of ballet dancing.
I know that there is a natural urge to dance. There's a cosmic delight in every single human being to move to rhythm and melody. But with ballet, there's a certain deformity to the muscle and skeleton system that happens as a result of the training.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I visit Dance HQ in Glasgow, where Rob Docherty is an experienced ballet tutor and former professional dancer himself. He is keen to defend the integrity of modern ballet schools in response to Valerie's criticism.
Personally, I just think that's just one teacher's view. I feel it's really, really important that the teacher is good enough to be able to do things safely. Dancers are always taught how to look after their bodies, so they're always trained into, self-preservation really, rather than, just relying on a teacher kind of strumming it right into them. There's always, safety is always paramount within the dance world, because it can be really, really dangerous if you don't know what you're doing.
Despite Rob's justification, a vocal section of the ballet community are adamant that problems with ballet tuition do exist. But where do these problems come from?
The problem comes from the teacher and the parents maybe, because some parents can be quite pushy.
I've seen young girls who go see the Nutcracker for the first time. And you see all these dancing children, skipping and leaping, and they want to do that. I have seen this, but then they will go and get enrolled in ballet school, and the children go and start whatever their level 1 is, and their will to dance is killed in 6 weeks, and they never want to go back again.
Through personal experience, Amelia shares what she believes to be the underlying issues with early ballet tuition.
When young girls start doing ballet, they shouldn't be taught advanced technique until they're 8 or 9. They should only be taught the basic stuff, their posture, legs and arms, and their body as a whole, because their bones are not, and their muscles are not developed enough to carry on the pressure, and they might suffer injuries from a really young age.
Valerie's research supports Amelia's point.
The young ones, they're still forming their bodies, and then if they go to ballet without having done certain things, they move into practiced, repetitive movements that are skipping the developmental steps they've missed.
The development of young ballet dancers presents a series of physical and mental strains. But what is the true cost for those who persist with ballet tuition? Leslie tells me her story.
A lot of dancers have bad knees, which I have myself. I've had just one knee operation to put fake cartilage into my knee because I've worn it all away. I have had quite a few doctors warning me that if I don't stop doing as much dancing, then it could be quite detrimental later on in life.
The disciplined environment of ballet tuition puts strain on dancers' bodies, but as Valerie explains, it can also have a negative effect on the mind.
There's the mirror, the role of the mirror, which is not really helpful when you're developing a sense of who I am in the world. What you're developing is practice of looking at yourself critically, comparing yourself to others critically, and usually and almost always negatively. that is a bad habit for life.
Ballet is a well-admired and beautiful art form, which undoubtedly gives joy to many of its dedicated dancers. However, there's an underlying world of physical and mental hardship hidden beneath the graceful exterior.
It's an art, and people don't consider it as strenuous as it is. For example, if you think about gymnastics or acrobatics, everybody thinks, oh, that's so hard, you can get really bad injuries because it's a sport. But everybody sees in ballet what they're shown on stage, which is beautiful and graceful, and it looks so easy because good dancers make it look really beautiful. But all the things that happen while training and behind stage, most people don't know about it.
For decades, ballet has drawn in young dancers with its elegance and beauty. But speaking to those involved in and around the ballet community reveals some dark truths. From pirouettes to painkillers, the world of ballet is not what it seems.